So everybody wants to know if the streak will continue. 49ers Rams. Over the past 4 years, the 49ers have notched a pick-6 in each season. 2019, Fred Warner. 2022, Javon Kinlaw. 2020, Javon Kinlaw. 2021, Jimmy Ward. And 2022, Talanoa Hufanga, pictured on the screen. That's what the article's all about today. That's my game preview article for 49ers Rams. Can the 49ers make it 5 in a row against the Rams? That's the big question. If they do make it 5 seasons in a row with a pick-6 against the Rams, the 49ers will become the first team since the AFL-NFL merger of 1970 to record a pick-6 in 5 consecutive seasons against the same opponent. Was last accomplished before the 49ers did this against the Rams in 4 consecutive seasons from 1996 to 1999. So it's been over 2 decades since something like this has happened, and it's quite possible that something like this has never happened. They only kept track of this back to the merger, so they didn't pass as much before the merger as well. So if it hadn't been done since the merger 5 in a row, it probably hasn't been done at all. 49ers have a chance to make NFL history if they notch a pick-6 against the Rams. But I think that pick-6s are symbolic of what's happened, at least during the regular season between the 49ers and the Rams. We know that LA got them an NFC championship game, but in the 8 regular season wins for the 49ers, 8 in a row, pick-6s have been a huge deal because I think they're very, very clearly a byproduct of the 49ers pass rush. The one wild stat about all of these pick-6s is that they came on throws that did not exceed 1 yard past the line of scrimmage. All of the throws were short passes that only barely crossed the line of scrimmage or were behind the line of scrimmage. Jared Goff in 2019 was going for the running back in the flat when Fred Warner picked off the pass. 2020, Jared Goff was going for a screen pass that Javon Kinlaw read, dropped back into coverage, made the interception, then rumbled into the end zone. 2021, Jimmy Ward was covering the tight end. It was kind of out in the flat. It was Tyler Higbee. It was just a little short pass again from Matthew Stafford this time, pick-6. And then the one you see up on the screen, Talanoa Hufanga, 2022. He was not supposed to be covering Cooper Kupp. He was supposed to be on the tight end. It was a dual receiver set over on the outside tight end. Cooper Kupp out wide. Hufanga was on the inside tight end, but Hufanga read that Kupp was going to be cutting across on a little slant pattern, and he busted in front of the pass, which only traveled about 1 yard past the line of scrimmage and took it to the house. So in every single instance, the 49ers were preying on the Rams' short game. And the reason the Rams were going to a short, quick game was because the 49ers' pass rush was absolutely overwhelming them. In 2022, that was definitely the case. The other seasons, the 49ers, especially 2019, they had that great pass rush. It might not have been as strong when they faced the Rams for the Warner pick-6 in week 16 because they didn't have D Ford at that point. The 49ers were going through some D-line injuries, but it was a reputation thing already by that point. The 49ers went into the Coliseum wearing their red jerseys in week 6 of the 2019 season and completely snuffed out the Rams with that overpowering pass rush. So you saw Sean McVay move to an offense that said, snap, release the football, get it out. I don't want all these sacks. 2022, week 4, 28 pressures for the 49ers, right? And that Hufanga pick that you see up there on the screen, that came at the end of that game where the 49ers had those 28 pressures. So when you can constantly harass the opposing quarterback with just your front 4, when they're getting home really quickly, the opposing offense has no choice, especially if their run game isn't working, to turn and throw quickly. That's their way of replicating the impact of a run game. And if they're throwing quickly, you can start to sit on some of those routes. And that's why the 49ers have pick-6s in 4 straight seasons against the Rams. So do you think that streak is going to continue? We'll find out on Sunday, but that's what the piece is all about. A pick-6 has become an annual 49ers tradition against the Rams. Will it continue? All right, let's answer some questions. This is going to be a quick little 49ers Q&A video talking about the article. Will the 49ers beat the Rams is going to be the title of the next video. So obviously that's a weekly tradition. Stay tuned for that one. What do you guys have to ask? Nigel thinks that Tashawn Gibson will get a pick six. All right, that's a good tradition. That's a good prediction, which would uphold the tradition. Cal Bear would hate to break that tradition. What does Cal Bear think of Cal trying to rebrand to California Berkeley? I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. They got to stay as Cal. I think Cal Bear would agree with me. He's got the avatar that says Cal. That's good branding. Cal is good branding. You start calling him Cal Berkeley, it starts to sound like UMass Amherst or something. You know, that's just you lose the prestige in that situation. It's crazy. They had some kind of task force recommend this. And I'm a Stanford guy. I'm just standing up for Cal because that would cheapen any sense of rivalry between those two schools. Kind of like the fact that they're moving to the ACC is already making it pretty weird. Scouting report on Puka Nacua. Runs great routes. 6'2", he's strong. Kyle Shanahan has compared him to Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings is a good separator, a good blocker, strong receiver. I think Puka Nacua a lot like Juwan. And, yesterday Christian McCaffrey made the point that if Juwan Jennings was on any other team, he could be a star receiver. He's with the 49ers, though. They already have Deebo Samuel. They already have Brandon Ayuk. They already have George Kittle. They already have Christian. I mean, it's tougher for Juwan Jennings to be a big-name receiver in the midst of all the star power. So anyway, Puka Nacua, maybe Juwan Jennings is a good comp. Maybe a little bit faster than Juwan, who obviously came out with that 4.6, 4.7 speed. But Juwan plays a lot quicker than the 40 time just because of how fluid he is and how technical he is in the route running aspect. And I do know that Puka Nacua is very, very technical in the route running aspect of the game. He's got an oblique injury, though. He missed practice on Thursday, so we'll see what the prognosis for him today is. Greenlaw, a.k.a. Meanlaw, will get a pick six, says Kelvin. Greenlaw was back at practice on Thursday. That could be a good prediction as well. I thought Greenlaw was going to get a pick six his rookie year, Monday Night Football against Seattle, to walk that game off. For a while, it looked like he was going to run the distance. Then he only made it to about midfield. The 49ers missed the field goals. Chase McLaughlin, who's now a starting kicker elsewhere. That was the one I think McLaughlin kicked into the tunnel. That was ugly. And the 49ers lost that game for their first loss of 2019. Didn't cost them, though. They still got the 1 seed. When can Luter play again? Week 5 is when Darrell Luter Jr., the rookie defensive back, will be eligible to come off PUP. He's got to miss at least 4 weeks. And I think he's either healthy or really, really close to being healthy. All right. Will the 49ers beat the Rams is coming up next. Like the video, sub to the channel. We'll talk to you all soon.